The following is from the Melodramatics podcast, where we discuss all things theatre and drama. So if you like theatre, stage, drama, films, check us out on Spotify, YouTube, and all the other streaming platforms that I'm not going to go through.
High Tops is a Christian moral play by Debbie Kerner and Ernie Reneto. They are American musicians, best known as the creators of Salty, the Singing Songbook. The storyline is 3 angels are sent to Earth by Gabriel on a fact-finding mission to blend in with the teenagers at a high school and learn firsthand what peer pressure is and drug abuse is. Oh, but all is not well, as Lucifer also decides to act as one of the teenagers to steal souls for his side. So, Lauren, did you love it?
I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
What was your thoughts?
Well, I've been thinking over it since you and I last discussed it with Dia. Well, as I'm a Christian, and I didn't find it preachy. And I don't know why. I don't know if that's just because I agree with what they're saying, or it's kind of like a lens that my Christianity kind of covers that and it doesn't feel preachy. But at the same time, there have been times where I've had people preaching at me and I have felt preachy, like they're trying to convert me. So I think it's just the way that they go about it. Personally, I felt like that's not what High Tops was doing.
It's sort of a sliding scale. Like it is preachy, but like it's nowhere near like as preachy as like the Passion of the Christ, anything like that.
I haven't seen all of Passion of the Christ, but I also don't think that's preachy. I think that's just trying to represent the story of Jesus
it's
in
preachy.
as much gruesome detail and accuracy as possible.
I disagree. I felt that it was the thing that made High Tops funny to me was just how cringy it was.
Yeah, that's what I found too. And I assume it was written in the 80s or something by the way that it's performed.
Well, I think early 80s. I think it was. The version I showed you was recorded in 85.
Yeah.
The nerd character in this has way more charisma than any nerd character should have. I feel like he should have been the popular one.
Almost.
The whole play all the time just made fun of its characters. You know, it just insulted its characters all the time. And then at the very end, like when one of them dies of an overdose, you're expected to care.
Yeah, I did think that was a bit over the top, how she was the most awful, mean character throughout the whole thing. Like she was nasty to everyone. And then all of a sudden she's overdosed. All the other characters were feeling sorry. They didn't want her to be dead, but also we were kind of having that, oh my gosh, I hope she isn't dead.
I was just hoping she wasn't going to sing again. What did you think?
Speaking of the singing, it really annoyed me and confused me the way that they sounded when they were singing. Because at the start, they were really high-pitched and annoying and sounded
what about
like...
the 2 nerds?
Yeah. But then I think it's Heather. She starts singing and she sounds like an actual adult. And I'm like, hang on.
Yeah, she actually had a music career.
There were parts, like, for example, when the nerds were singing, they sounded really screechy and like they were putting on that annoying voice. But then there were parts...
They weren't even an 80s stereotype of nerds, though, were they?
They
were
like
a 40s stereotype of nerds. In fact, I think this whole play happened in the 40s.
I was going to say it was very outdated even for the 80s.
Yeah. Sorry for cutting you off.
I feel like the writing of it, they were wanting to be in high school and relatable to high school students, but the environment was so, like, unrecognizable. It didn't feel like they were in high school, really, to me at least.
It felt like they were in some weird purgatory suffering for their sins.
It really did. Like, I don't know, at the start it was weird, and then it got to the high school. Because I kind of have, like, the image of what I should expect to see a musical to look like, right? But after the first song, the actors started bowing and clapping. And I was like, why are you clapping either for yourself or like on stage? And then maybe 10 minutes later, it was explained that they were clapping because it was actually a performance that they were at of the group, the High Tops.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, now it makes sense. So I kind of like started from the very start, like confused about what was going on.
And it didn't help that they dubbed the audience.
Yeah, I just
like the fake audience noises. Oh, come on, they're not that funny. You know, like the bit when the jock is like opens up his locker and the weed attacks him. And he's like, where's Superman when you need him? I swear, one of the audience members had a laughing heart attack. That was the greatest joke that man's ever heard in his life.
Him going, oh, Mum gave me a salad and like a month later it's still in here. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. It would be gross, but it wouldn't grow a whole plant. Like, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was a sandwich. I thought he had like stashed like weed.
No, he said something about a salad or something that his mum had given him.
Yeah.
But then, I think he also mentioned like spilling water or something, so it was like that's how it watered itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting you mentioned the singing because like one of the girls actually went on to like record an album or two.
Okay, that makes sense because there were times when they weren't screechy that they sound like actual adults, like actual singers, and I was like, hang on, what? Like that opening gospel song, I was like, what is going on here?
What did you think of the acting in it?
It was so over the top. Like, I get they're playing stereotypes, but like it's that play acting of act over the top.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it.
I wonder if it was
like you could tell that they were acting was the point.
Yeah, like I remember the scene between the angel and the jock. I thought that was the only amount of chemistry in this performance. Like those two should have been lovers. What about the angels?
I found it really odd when the angels came on scene and they seemed to the guy angel and the guy, whatever his name was, Tony.
Yeah. They looked
just
like
suddenly
fucking
automatically got
when they first
along.
came on.
Yeah, I saw that too. It looked like they had microphones. Not like handheld mics, so like side mics like you normally would for a musical. But then other times you couldn't see anyone with a mic and I was like, okay.
I'll bring up a picture. They look like Gary Snyder from the Psychic Companions Network.
Yeah.
I'll bring up a picture.
Was this performed as a professional production or was it by amateurs or it's not a school because they're obviously older than school-age kids, but do you know?
I think it was, I honestly don't know actually.
Had you heard of the High Tops before you found it or did you just search weird theatre and it came up?
Oh, I've known about it for years.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't he look like the angel?
Yeah, before they stripped down and became the school kids. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they were all psychics.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is that his actual hair?
No.
I was going to say, that's a wig. How many stars do you give it?
How many stars do I give it? I give it 4 stars. I mean, it's cringy. It's preachy. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, the thing is with the cringiness, it kind of makes you want to keep watching to see if it gets any more cringy or gets better.
And believe me, if you watch this at home, it does.
I give it a 3 stars. 3 out of 10. Recommend it if you want to, but also don't really recommend it.
Okay. All right. I think they'll end this episode. So, Lauren, thank you for being on in our first episode.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you to the listener. And remember, no matter where you are, you matter. Bye.
Bye.
Guess I'd better put these books in my locker.
Is this your book?
Yes, it is. I'm so sorry. I'm just so clumsy. Oh, I can't believe it. Look what I've done. Oh, I'm bumping into everything today. Oh, forgive me. Please.
Isn't she gorgeous? I'm getting goosebumps. My knees are knocking. My mouth is dry. What are these feelings churning inside me? Is this true love at last, or just the flow? I love you. I love you. And though it's just first sight,
staring. Oh, look at me, I'm getting nervous. Oh, my hands are trembling. My feet are cold. What are these feelings welling inside me? This is so new to me. What is this? Am I going crazy? I'm all confused, though. I love you. I know it's just for sight. We'll take the time and make it right. We'll make it right. We'll make it right.
She's so angelic,
So good looking,
almost glowing.
got charisma.
Moves so gracefully.
I think it's shiny.
My Juliet.
My Romeo.
What are these feelings